goodness. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Look at her. I'm trying to get Layla in the picture. Hi, everyone. How are we? Oh, my goodness. I have missed doing this. Although, yes, I mean, honestly, it's always a bit of a to get, to get everything ready and to make sure that I've got everything. There's always something missing, I can tell you that. And then, of course, there's Miss Layla. And she appears and then all the pillows come onto my lap and here she is. So hopefully she will stay there. I'm so happy you're all here. Hello, hello everyone. Oh my goodness, so many people are here again. I have missed you last week. I do hope that you had a lovely time with Thanksgiving and all that, but yes, I mean, I was traveling, so it was a rare Sunday off. Okay. In a way, I'm rather relieved that she actually decided to go. She does weigh a lot. Hello everyone. Hello. And there's the moderators as well. Why is my hair looking so flat? I've just curled it, honestly. Oh my goodness. So Layla's gone for a little bite to eat. It's just lovely reading everybody's messages. Hello. Oh my goodness, so many people from all around the world. It's great to have you here. Yes, indeed, Megs. I have got yeah, we're getting there. There had been a bit of a rush in August when there are lots of subscribers joining, but now it's slowed down a bit, and I'm pleased. I'm pleased because I like to take it slow and sort of savor the moment and be able to enjoy all those subscribers. I was going to say all those crocheters, but yes, that is right. I want to be able to sort of get to know you and see all of you appear on the channel and interact before there's more and more added onto it. But yeah, no, we're going and we're getting there. So yes, I was in Belgium to stay with my parents for 2 weeks because my mum had to have a little operation, and yeah, she's been not so well, but she's getting better now. I had to tell her stay in the sofa, have a bit more rest, but yeah, she was really pleased that it was all behind her and yeah, on the road to recovery. So it was great to see them. And yes, my plants are growing too, Dad. Dad and I have a competition going on how our plants are doing. So yeah. It's been interesting. His plants grow like you can see them grow. Mine still the same. Has anyone noticed the plant next to me here? Yes, you did, didn't you? Yes, you did notice it. And the one there, they are real plants. They are real plants, okay? My daughter earlier asked me, are they fake? And I'm like, honestly, who? I would never. Yes, I mean, I have had the fake plants, but it's going okay at the moment. Don't quote me. I don't know how long it will last. Exactly. Ooh. Yes, exactly, Sandra. Oh my goodness, this is bitter. It's very strong. Thank you, Alison. I'm glad you noticed the plant hanger. The plant hanger. Mm. Guess what is on the channel this week? Guess. Yes, this one here. I'm so excited. It's a really nice. I'll show you in a moment. I like it. I really like it. So I hope you will like it too and you will try it. Yeah, so this plant is still just in, the pot that I bought it in, basically. But hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you. Well, let me show you. Let me show you. So I don't know whether I can just move this about a bit. If I move it about a bit, it might not fall. See, look. I'm keeping an eye on everything on my desk here. Look. So I had these sticks and I just used whatever I had. But the plant hanger is a plant hanger, right? So it's a pot. It's around the pot, but then also at the back of the plant. Look. So we make the plant hanger and then we go up the side like this. I don't know whether I can show you. Look up the side, and that way you can hang it. And that way, um, yes, Valeska, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. When the leaves go, that's when I water them. But it's really hard for me to wait to water them. I love watering my plants, so and so we're making a bit of a trellis at the back there. That's really difficult trying to point while you're actually looking in the screen. So we're making a little bit of a trellis. So if you have like a creeping plant or a climber, it can attach onto there. So this plant, not so much, but I had a different plant in there for the tutorial, and that plant has now been relocated to the kitchen. So yeah, obviously, depending on what plant you put in there, it will help you. It will help the plant grow. But I thought it was really nice because you had a back to it, and it sort of finished the plant hanger quite nicely. I've got a few plant hangers already on the channel, and of course, most of those are actually hanging up. And I've made them with this, the bobini, the same yarn as I have used for the foraging bag that came out. Was it last week or this week? Last week. And for the handbag that came out this week. I love using this. It's really nice and thick. And you use a 6 to 8 millimeter hook for that. And although it is thicker, it is different from our usual DK. It's not as yes, Deborah, you can use macrame cord. Yes, this is used for macrame as well. This is not as hard to use as you would t-shirt yarn. You see, because Karen, one of our moderators, she always likes to make things as well. But t-shirt yarn she can't use, but this she can. So I was really pleased that she could make the actual plant hanger as well, excuse me, because I was wondering whether she would be able to. So this is a little bit easier for the wrist when you're wearing it. When you're making it, and this helps, of course, when you're making things like this, and it makes them really strong to make it from this cord. It doesn't stretch because obviously this does weigh quite a bit, and I mean it does stretch because you've made it in a way, but it doesn't stretch beyond that, which DK acrylic would do, right? So yes, this is a really nice yarn cord to use for things like that. So I have used this for the foraging bag, for the handbag, and now as well for the plant hanger, because I do like, sometimes, yes, I will use the DK all the time, but you have got to do something else sometimes as well. And I really, really fancied making something out of this, and I love their colors as well. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I have a local shop that sells them as well. So that's what I used for those. And yes, I am still working on my zigzag blanket. And I just wanted to say that according to the title of today's live, it said, "We did it." And indeed, you all did it. We completed that November challenge. November was the month where we crocheted every day, and we used the hashtag crochet every day November, and it was wonderful. There was even the hashtag that you could follow. So if you haven't done that yet, go and have a look. There's an actual hashtag thing that you can go and follow, and you see all the posts, especially on Instagram, because of course in the Facebook group you were only allowed to post the Ophelia Talks projects. But of course, you made so many other things as well. And I'm interested in seeing that. So that's why I thought it was a lovely thing for us to be able to do this, for instance, on Instagram or your own Facebook page, of course, where you could post whatever you want. And it was so interesting to see what it is that you're working on when you're being rebellious and not doing my projects. But yeah, and for some of you, I have seen that you were actually quite inspired to keep working, to keep trying to crochet every day. Now, I have to admit, I did not post every day. When I went to Belgium, things got a little bit hectic, and I was always doing things. And yes, I did crochet every day. Don't worry about that. For some of those days, I just wasn't able to post. Now, what did I crochet? Because I am still on that apple cream that I was on weeks ago. Because, of course, yes, I have been crocheting every day. But unfortunately, I've not been able to show you. Because it's still a big secret. And I was so involved in working on the big project that I just couldn't. Do you know what I mean? When you have your head around the project, and especially when you're designing a project, I was so into trying it out and working on it. And yeah, there was a lot of reverse crochet going on, a lot. And I just had to stay with that. I just couldn't cope with saying, "Oh, I'll do 5 minutes of this, and then I'll take a picture and I'll post it," because that felt wrong as well, you know? Um, yes, crochet every day. I did crochet every day. I just didn't post what I was working on because it's a very, very big, big surprise. Okay. And I think you probably know what I have been working on. And of course, although that thing will not start until like springtime, it was so important in my head. Like, where should I put it? It was so important in my head that I had to, get it sorted. There was no way I was like, "Oh, let's put it aside and let's do something." No, I really needed to, get it done, um, get it, get it sorted in my head, knowing, yes, Claudia, exactly, knowing what I was going to do, and now that I know, now that I have it sorted. I think, yeah, there was a lot of reverse crochet. I mean, there was Yes, Jenna, that's the thing. Crochet every day. Yes, you have it's so important. It's something that you can do just to relax and to calm yourself down every day. And it's great if you can, be inspired to do that. And yes, I mean, I did as well. Many an afternoon when I was at my mum and dad's, we were, just in the afternoon, there was time to sit down. And for me, there was time to, you know, think about what was I going to do? Is this the right thing? Is it working? Is it not working? And I came to the conclusion that it was not working. So my mum had to be told to rest. So I asked her, "Will you, reverse crochet my, yeah, 3/4 of the project?" And she said, "Yes, I'll gladly do that." Oh. So yeah, she spent an afternoon and an evening reverse crocheting the cowl. The whole thing had to come apart again. And yep, I started it again, as I am known to do. So, but it was the right decision, and of course that means, starting again. That means more time to be able to, to get it sorted again in my head. But in the end, yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. And now, of course, I just have to make it myself. And yeah, it's going. It's there. Yes, she's on the mend, Karen. She's on the mend. Right, Paula, that's really well done. So, yes, I did notice that quite a few of you had, in fact, managed to do what I suggested you did. Finish quite a few of those projects. Finish, maybe some Christmas presents. Just making sure that you were getting through making projects during the month of November. And of course, yes, let's come up with our own headline about that. You know, like for instance, hang on. Paula. Paula nearly finished her blanket. Fabulous. Anya's mum reverse crocheted a whole blanket. Great. um, Anja completed the November challenge. It's a headline. Yes, Stella hit the thumbs button. Yay! uh, Simple things like that. For instance, who else can I see? Whose name can I see? Like, for instance, Ivy did 5 rows today. Fantastic. You know, it's great. Anja edited a video today. Yay! Jana started 5 projects today. She says here, nothing completed. I started new projects. There we go. Yes, Ivy, exactly. Crocheters, so underrated. Give it a schwung. Give it that sound of a headline, and off you go. And it's inspiring, So when you post a picture, yes, Sharon, don't be afraid to reverse crochet. Reverse crochet, the new trend. Fabulous! Teresa started a second Rachel scarf. Yes! Tiju has 4 whips. Aha, here. Claudia is almost done with the Lizzie cowl. Claudia is starting the zigzag blanket. Claudia's zigzag blanket is growing. Paula is a pro at reverse crochet. See? Kate loves C2C. Hey Jacinta, hello. Yes, Sandy, isn't it wonderful? I love it. I love using it. Sandy's husband came up with reverse crochet. Teresa put Lizzie on hold. Oh my goodness. How dare she? Kathy is crocheting a Santa hat. Kathy found Hang on. I need a drink first. This is too interesting. Kathy found Ophelia Talks today. Kathy is hooked. Literally. Rafaela is addicted to making mini baskets. Roxy is making a scatter cushion with a secret pocket. Yes, Beth. The November challenge is changed into just keep crocheting. Hang on. Keep crocheting. Da 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 da. Aha! Paula put down her crochet so she could watch Anja coming up with headlines. Ivy is addicted to making Santa hats. Sandy. Honestly, the things I have to come up with. Oh, I'm so entertaining. Thank you. Anja is Entertainer of the Year. Linda is loving front post, back post stitches. Roberta is finishing her son's blanket. Denise, the tea. It's a bit questionable, the tea today. Let me taste it again. See if it tastes better than it did earlier. Ugh. It's a bit bitter. No reaction. Dirk made it. He said it'll be fine. It's quite bitter. Maybe that's why. Yeah. Anja's tea is bitter. Anja has a bitter cup of tea. Cinnamon tea. Oh, wow. Yes, Stella has been amused. Crochet for the rest. Yes, crochet every day for the rest of 2021. How about that? That would be a good hashtag, wouldn't it? Ah, Roxy, thank you. Thank you. Anja's natural sweetness overcomes the bitterness of her tea. Thank you so much for that headline. I am so happy. Ah. Laurie, what else was there to do this weekend? Nothing. Laurie crocheted all weekend. Geraldine is making hats for Christmas. Kathy is sewing in ends on a baby blanket. Oh, excuse me. It's the bitter tea, you see. Shetna is working on the Lizzie cow. Mary is working on all her whips. How many whips are there, Mary? Or Marie? How do you pronounce it? Marie or Mary or Marie? Mary Clinton. That's better. Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce a name because it sounds different in Dutch. So when I then have the surname, it makes it easier. Anja gets confused easily. Oh, Deborah, crochet gift. Deborah is making crochet gift cards. No, what am I saying? Deborah is crocheting gift tags. Kathy loves making blankets. Thank you, Pat. Oh my goodness. Linda, 4 whips. Wow, that's not enough, surely. Linda adds more whips to her already growing list. Win is making a big basket for a friend. Julie is making a neck warmer for her husband. That's very good because he has to take the dogs out for a walk and Marie. Oh yeah, Marie. Okay, Marie, like that. Marie. So that would be Harry, Marie. So that would be the French more or the Dutch kind of way. Oh, Anna's husband has made 7 cakes. Fabulous. More yarn. It's great that he's obsessed about making cakes. That means that you can crochet more. Vinita is thinking about pulling on her poncho to make it longer. Just do some more rows of crocheting. It'll grow. It will grow. Denise, I'm glad you realize that you're making too many projects in one go. Lucia is scarf mad, or shawl mad, I should say. Ah, Monica, you like making vests. Would that be like a cardigan? Marie, like Harry, Marie. Oh my goodness, we're not going to get up. We're not going to get that sorted tonight, are we? Ah, yes, Yolanda, the blankets I stole. Oh my goodness. Yes, I remember. That was a good video, wasn't it? That story, though, it was only even when did I do that? I can't remember. It was only years after I realized that I had stolen them, taken them without telling him. Marie, Marie, Marie. Ah. Oh, Italian cookies, Sharon. Hmm. Yes, I mean, sometimes I want to tell a story, something that's that was happening, or that's that I did, and you don't always think how funny it could be. But like with the bed, I mean, when I used to take the bed for a walk, that thinking back, it's a funny thing to do. And then all of a sudden, to me, I just took it for a walk. And then you started talking about it. And then you were like, Anya, you do realize that a lot of people take their dogs for a walk. you would not normally take a bed for a walk, And that's when it hits me like, okay, that's why people were looking at me so funny. The things I do for this channel, honestly. Yes, well, I was hoping with the November challenge that some of those whips would be finished because, that would obviously bring in several hours of crochet during the month, you know? Um, but I think a lot of you have felt the inclination to start even more whips. Oh, yes, Sharon, I do let them look. Oh, yes, and I don't mind at all. I mean, I'm not that self-conscious or any, I just go ahead and do my, whatever I'm doing, Um, but yeah, it is a funny thing to be doing. But who cares? Um, I go in public quite often with my crochet things and, walk about doing these things. And I'm out and about, there's other people watching, looking. Generally not many, but you do have to there is a little bit of that. Do you know what I mean? You have to step out of your home, out of your enclosed space where nobody sees you apart from you guys, basically. And you all know me, you know what I do. You come to me because you like what I do. You like the crochet, you like my projects. But of course, when you're out there and you're filming, and you're out, in public, other people see you, they think, what on earth is she doing? Showing a scarf or a shawl. Sometimes you might think, but yeah, sort of have to. I mean, I'm used to it now, but in the first few times you sort of have to, you know, put your, you know. Yes, indeed, Julie. Yeah, there are people. They'll look. No, I've not had negative things. Obviously, they'll look and they'll have a look and they'll ask a question. What are you doing? Or did you make that? Or something like that. And I always sort of give them my time and explain. And generally, I make sure I have a little card with me so I can give it to them just in case if they're interested. But yeah, if they ask, they get a whole answer, and I show them all the things that that we're doing, or explain to them what's happening. But yeah, it's nice to have those kinds of conversations, but you do have to, like you say, Sharon, get out of your comfort zone, get out there. You are in a vulnerable position because you're doing something, people could easily, not find it nice what you're doing. Basically, you say, oh, what are you doing? But luckily, I haven't had anything like that happening. Always people are really interested. And but yeah, there is a bit of, you know you know yes, they do ask what I'm knitting or what I knitted. And then I generally just say, yes, I've crocheted. I just drop in the word crochet quite quickly into the sentence. Yes, this crocheted hat, in fact, I made blah, 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 something like that. So they realize, I don't correct them as such, but I do make sure that I drop the bomb. I drop the C bomb, so to speak. No, no, I'm left-handed, Valeska. I'm left-handed. Right-handed. I'm right-handed, of course. So yes, going out there and filming, it does take a lot of time as well. So, you know, all that adds up, and yeah, it makes that every project is quite an adventure sometimes. So tomorrow I am going out to film something. I can't show you just yet. Tease, tease. No, 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 Waleska, I am right-handed. Why do you think I'm left-handed? On the videos, it's always my right hand videoing, left hand. Oh my goodness, I am getting very confused. I do not know my left from my right. That's probably why I'm getting confused. No, most of my videos are right-handed. Some of them, obviously, I have flipped in a program, and then you get the left-handed tutorials, and that's how they do them. Obviously, you can't just be, crocheting left and right-handed at the same way, the same perfect way. Hi, Fiona. Well, welcome. No worries if you're late. Monica, that's wonderful. Fabulous. Karen, Gold Hill is a street. So I just filmed in the street, basically. I didn't know who to, if, like, for example, for the Stour Head, for the Lizzie, I did ask for permission from the Stour Head Gardens to film there, and they allow people to film there. They allow film companies to film there and things like that. So yes, so I did ask for permission there, but other than that, if it's public spaces, then I don't think, I don't know where I would have to ask for permission. Also, Gold Hill, that was the street. So that's just, and where else was where else have I filmed recently? Like, for instance, the Pond Show, the Gandhi Street, that's a street in Exeter. And we just went there and we filmed. So yes, I do, Regina. I do. Some people, when they're right-handed, you can teach people left-handed by just sitting them opposite you. And I don't know whether she's done that with you, but yeah. So that's how it happens. And with the videos as well, you can still, find out what to do. Obviously, you're going in the different direction. You're coming from this way instead of that way. But other than that, it's you've got your better dexterous movements in your left hand, so you should be able. I mean, I can crochet left-handed, but not at this speed, obviously, and not as well as this. Thank you, Susan. Hello, hello. Yes, if you're just joining, do make sure you catch up later again, because we've made lots of headlines. Fiona was late to the party. You'll work it out later, Fiona. Well, Susan, Princess Layla and Dirk had a party here while I was gone. I tell you, a party. All the habits had been changed. When we sat in the sofa the first night, she went onto his lap, not mine. All kinds of things had changed. Honestly. Yes, Myra, the plant hanger is one of the videos. Look, I've got a new color this week. So the plant hanger is the video on Friday. I think, no, Wednesday. So that's the first video coming out this week. And I'm really excited because I did a little series of 3 projects with the bobbiny cord. And so that was the plant hanger, the foraging bag, and the handbag from this week. So I've really enjoyed doing those projects, and I do hope you will enjoy making them as well. Now, the thing is, you can do them in different cord, in 2 or 3 strands of DK, or in cotton, thick cotton or 2 or 3 strands of cotton. That would work as well. So yes, yes, Beth is ambidextrous. Yes, Beth, I can do a lot of things ambidextrous as well, and it's handy, isn't it? But I'm not so good anymore with the left-handed crochet. Although when I had somebody in the crochet club who was left-handed, I was doing it with her and for her as well, sort of showing her, and that helped to do that as well. But yeah, you get used to the right hand, of course. Oh yeah, I mean, no, Layla was fine. She soon realized that, oh, she's there. She sort of walked off and came onto my lap. It's fine, but yeah, there was a bit of a shift happening. It was time I came home. Let's put it that way. uh, but yeah, thank you, Susan. No, I mean, I think Layla had a good time with Dirk, and they're both happy that I'm back. I'm happy to be back as well. So, um, so yes. Now, I have something else this week as well. Let me just finish this corner here. I want to keep going now that I'm on the new color. I've been on that apple for weeks. Well, that's what happens when you don't work on it, honestly. So, Wednesday, we have the plant hanger. And look, tassel. Okay, tassel. Friday, we have another project with cord. And when I saw this cord, let me show you the one that it is. It's a retwist chainy cotton from James C. Brett, I think it is. Why can't I see that? Yes, James C. Brett. And he has it in, there's loads of different colors. This one is a pink going into gray gradient. I used this one for the tutorial of this. So that's why that has been stuffed back in there. And it's like a thin cord. It also looks like, can you see it? It also looks like it's been chained already. And this, I just wanted to use it. I saw it in my local yarn shop, and I just really wanted to try making something out of it. And because I was going away, I was going to Belgium, and I was going to take my my computer. I wanted to make a sleeve for it. So I've made, of course, I can't show you because I'm using my computer. But this is the sleeve that I've designed for my to put my computer in. Look. So the computer goes in here. I should have gotten a book. No, I don't have that either. And so then there's the flap, and I have come up with this easy peasy closure. Put this through there, and then you close it. Look, like that. And you make it, look. So this is the base of it. So you make a base, and then you work your way in the round all the way up to where you want to start the flap. And I really enjoyed making this. Again, it's in that thicker cord, and it wasn't that hard to work with. It was really, really nice to crochet with this. And yeah, do you know what? Sometimes you do have to just, get another material. Just making something with cotton, it's completely different from using the Starcraft DK that we generally use. So it was just nice to have a couple of projects in different materials. So that is my new computer case, and it's really good because it cushions it really nice and well. I give you all the instructions I give you all the instructions um, to make this to the size of your computer. So yes, I have a particular size, but I obviously I tell you how I've done it, but then of course I also say, do it like this or do it like this if your computer is wider, thicker, or whatever. Okay, so I just caught that. It fell nearly in between the cushion there. But yeah, so I really enjoyed making this. And so I used this one, but then in the colorway of this one there. So obviously the video will tell you all about that. But yeah, I just liked using a different material for a change. So that was those items there. And so that's for next week. And then the week after is back to using something with the DK. So with the Starcraft. So again, yeah, no, don't tell them yet. Don't tell them yet. But yeah, obviously you just, variety helps to keep things interesting. So what I also wanted to say is next week there is a live, but then towards the end of December, there is sort of my stop, my sort of publishing stop, my live stop. So for about 2 weeks at the end of December, we're not going to be doing anything. I won't be publishing videos, and there won't be lives, just like I did last year and the year before and the year before, because that's sort of a break for me, for Dirk, and for everyone. Okay, so there we go. Joe, I've already told you, so I'll tell you again next week, but just so you know that during the festivities, concentrate on what's happening in whatever you're doing for the holiday season, and that way we will be ready to get started again in January. Right, okay. There's something else I need to, oh yes, what else I need to say is that also goes for the website. So we will stop sending things out from the 15th of December. That will be the last day that we post things out. That's the last trip for Dirk this year to the post office. 15th of December is the last trip to the post office. Okay, there's a headline for you. Okay. Anything that gets ordered after the 15th of December will not be posted until about the 3rd or the 4th of January. Okay? We need a break. We need to have everything calm down during those 2 weeks, just for us to have a break, but also just to, look at things, see what we've got left, think about next year, get sorted for next year as well. And we just need a couple of days where we're like, in the sofa here, relaxing as well during the festivities. So that's what we were trying to achieve by having that sort of break there, 2 weeks without sending out anything. So please make sure, if you are still planning on getting something for yourself as a present, if you need to nudge your other half, do it now. Otherwise you will not get it in time. Okay. Thank you everyone for yes. Thank you everyone for wishing us a break. Exactly. We need to incorporate that. Okay. So no break, he says. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be concentrating on other things. But yeah, I mean, I've got to start getting things ready for next year. Honestly. I need a break so I can make other things. Oh, well. A break is as good as no. Okay. No, let's not go there. Anyway, there's something else I wanted to show you. Look. Look. Oh, I can't get any closer. Look. I've got Christmas tree earrings. Karen made them for me. Aren't they lovely? Look. And look, do you like the colour? Do you like the colour? Karen did my nails. I love this colour. They're a little bit brighter. They're a little bit brighter than the previous. Well, not bright, but darker than the previous. So, yeah, she's getting there. She's getting there. Look at it. Look. Earrings and nails done by Karen. Karen does Anya's earrings and her nails. Karen did a fab job on the nails. Oh, Anna, I don't know what they are. It lies between raspberry and plum. Raspberry and plum, but more plum, I would say. Um, raspberry, but yeah. Karen has had a lot of work on Anya's nails because Anya's nails are not. These nails look normal, don't they? They are not normal underneath. Anya was very uncareful with her nails. Anya's nails needed repairing. So there we go. So thank you, Karen, for fixing my nails so I can actually film a video. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. There are no yarn packs for November or December. December, there are none because we are going to have a break. So we didn't want to, sort of set it all up and then not sell them. But November, we brought back all the popular yarn packs from the year before. So we had the January, February, was it March as well that we had May? We brought back September. So we had all those packs back in stock for November. Plus, of course, there was the Christmas pack, and we had a little sale going in November as well. So that's what we did in November. So we tried to bring back the popular packs. We are now considering keeping some of those packs as permanent packs, but we haven't decided yet. So we will see how that goes. But yes, I mean, we will come out in January with a brand new pack, and my mum has chosen the colors. It's going to be my mum's pack, and it's her birthday in that month, so I thought it was a great way to sort of put some attention onto my mum and have her colors come out. I've got them over there, and I put them there, and then Dirk walked in and went, "Oh, those colors are nice." I guess that's a compliment. Ah. Yes, the mum pack. Mumsy pack. Yes, Kelly. Well, I don't think that's going to be the case. You need to do nothing and rest afterwards. Yeah, well, okay. Thing is, you see, there's videos to produce. They're not that easy, A video takes quite a while to make these days with all the editing that I need to do. Oh my goodness. And the little add-ons, the little photo shoot in the park or whatever. It all takes time. Yes. So there's going to be a pack with my mum's colors. And I am also already thinking of a project for it. Now, don't take my word for it. I'm going to try and make projects with the pack, but We'll see how that goes. I mean, there are plenty of projects on the channel that you can use, obviously, but a dedicated pattern with each pack is quite a commitment. So we will see, whether we can do that. But yeah, I've come up with a lovely little thing. When I showed it to my mum, she went, "Oh yes, yes, that's lovely." So hopefully it will all come together and I'll be able to make a video in that month for that pack. So that should be okay. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Yes, we are thinking about keeping the March pack as a permanent pack. So we will see how that goes. Anna, fabulous. Wind spinners are rocking Mexico City. What a headline. What a headline. The best one yet. Yeah, dream catchers are a good present as well. Yeah. Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. I mean, the what am I saying? The autumn walk works with the packs. Just a normal granny cluster blanket, where the granny scrap blanket that I call. You can use that for one of the packs. Um, so you can do so many things with it. Um, Hang on, what Finita, I don't know what you mean. Why don't I put my own yarn cakes on the website? I don't have yarn cakes. Why? It's just the Starcraft at the moment that I sell on the website. Okay, so yes, so yeah, what we said, the March pack might become a permanent pack. Oh wow, Pam, you've made 9 wind spinners for your nieces and nephews for Christmas. Aren't they great presents? They're wonderful presents and they're such fun because, of course, they've got them, they can, blow them and they can put them out somewhere. And then if it's windy, or they can put them in their room even. You don't have to put them outside. And they can just, like this one here. Yes, I mean, it doesn't turn, but it's lovely decoration, especially the tassel. I'm tassel mad. Okay, so what else was I supposed to say today? Um, I haven't got my list. I wrote a list as well, and I don't have it. Anyway, I think we are nearly there. So I am working on this. I haven't obviously. The plan was to keep on working on it throughout November and hoping it would be finished, but I mean, to be honest, it is quite tall already. I have done quite a bit. I'll have to measure it and see how tall it is. I will do a little update video on it when, sort of as and when I finish it. But I am going to keep this as my bed project. Yes, I'm working on a certain project over there, but I want to try and sort of keep it for when I'm looking at it and paying attention to it, because obviously you know I'm still designing that. Claudia, as and when I finish it, yes, there probably will be a border for it. So I'm just wanting to keep this for now as my bed project, and I will see how I do with the border. Eventually, it will appear, hopefully, not too long in the future. Regina, I think you better mail Dirk so he can tell you, because it depends on where you send it and what courier you use, I think. Reverse crochet. Susan, the reverse crochet that I've been talking about is frogging. So, but I know which stitch you are thinking of. It's the crab stitch, isn't it? Yes, Vinita. Yes. I mean, obviously, I could do that. But to be honest, I don't want to ruin. No, no, it's not ruining. Um, you're how should I say it? You wouldn't be buying new yarn because it would have come through my hands somehow. I don't think that would be hygienic for me to rewind it and then sell it. Um, there are certain packs that we do with 3 colors, so you could make bigger things with those. But I don't think I would be inclined to rewind the yarn and then sell that on, um, as well as finding the time to do that. I mean, I wouldn't be able to, keep up, I think, if I if I was to make. Yeah, but it's not. I don't think that's, a thing for me to be doing. I think that, also that would, I wouldn't be able to gauge how many, for instance, like this, you mean. I would be, I don't know, and also the cat hair. I do get it everywhere. I don't want to, that's part of the reason why I don't really sell any of my blankets or give them away all that much, because um, Layla is everywhere, basically. She's everywhere. However much you try not to get her hair in it, it's just there all the time. And I'm doing too much crochet. I have to do too much crochet to have to try and be careful for not no hair to get in there. Um, I wouldn't be able to do the amount I do if I had to be careful for that. Well, I think Ophelia's doing well. She's got a oh, oh, sorry, darling. I didn't see. Oh, quite a few leaves had fallen on her lap. See, it is a real plant. Look, real. I don't know whether that's a good sign if they've fallen off. Oh well, never mind. Kelly, didn't I show you how to? I just did this random, completely random. I took yarn, started winding, took another one, tied it on, wind. Um, I did do some more choreographed cakes in when I got the cake yarn winder. I did a couple of um I did several videos. So I did make a cake, I did the frogging, I did the making the gradiated cake and stuff like that. So do go and have a look at those videos. But it's just basically you're still choosing the colors and then just winding them on. So I think I can't show you now, but one of my cakes I had like blue, purple, I had a certain order and I just kept doing that. I did the rainbow cakes. I did them, yeah, all the purples together, things like that. So there are ways of doing it. You just need to, get the balls out and just lay them ready, and then just do it as you go, basically. Like you would if you were choosing the colors for a blanket, or choosing your colors for, every row of your blanket. The thing is, if you do it like that, and you have it on your cake, oh my goodness, it's so easy to take with you. See, if I was to go on a day trip or in a car, look, all you have is this, and you've got one, two, three, four, five colors in there. And you don't have to take five balls with you. Yet, for instance, for me, this would be like 2 or 3 hours that I could crochet with that. So you would know how long it took you to finish a cake. So you would know how many cakes to bring. If you were to take the five balls, then your scissors, then making sure that, yeah, okay, I've done a couple of rows. Okay, now I've got to cut this off. Oops, the scissors fell down, Okay, that ball can go back there. Where's the next ball? Oh, so much kerfuffle in the car. Easy, easy. It's dry. It's dry at the top here, Waleska. Let me put my finger in. This dry as well. It's quite dry. Maybe it needs water. Oh my goodness. Yes, Kelly, exactly. You might have a system of making the cakes perfect. So easy to do this. Now, I have seen, okay, so I have to say, wait. I have to say, I find it really hard when you're making a straight blanket and your yarn changes color and it's not in the right place. I hate it when that happens. You can see it, it hurts my eyes. But doing it in a zigzag pattern isn't so bad. Somebody posted their zigzag in the group? No, I don't, Dirk. And look, I don't mind the color changes. Somebody posted their blanket in the group, and it was fabulous. The way the colors were done. Or, I mean, it was automatic because it was also with a cake or whatever. It looked amazing. So she had all the white blobs here and it was really, really lovely. So, I don't mind. Look, mine's doing it as well. Can you see the one where there's just the one row of white, and then on the side there's the two of white? I don't mind it. I really, really love the effect. So I'm not too worried about the change of color in this pattern. I just love it. I love the way it's turning out. So yeah, that's why this zigzag is easier on the eye when you have sudden color changes. There you go. Yes, winding yarn does become a whole new hobby. You are absolutely right, Ingrid. You are absolutely right. I watered that plant on Tuesday. I watered it on Tuesday. So do I have to water it again, Waleska, you think? We go from plant to crochet. Yes. Yeah, some of my colors did end. Look here. Is it plum? Look, this ended here. Oh, look, it is plum. Look, my nails are the same color. Yeah, so that ended here, and I'm fine with it. I don't mind. That didn't even make it all the way. Look, that was there, and that's it. So, is there anywhere else that's ended? Some are more rows, some are less rows. I don't mind. I've gone for it. I really have. And I'm hoping that the randomness you know, will work out in the end. Thank you, Rachel. What's the only thing he can do with yarn? What? Wind the cake. Oh. Yeah, I repotted a lot of my plants on Tuesday. Not that one yet. I have to do that one. But one of my plants just split into like 5 plants. So I all the pots I bought to put all my other plants in were used by that one. So I didn't have one for that one. So it is all happening. It's happening and they're still alive. They're still alive. Winding it. Oh my goodness, he wants to try and wind it. Are you going to make a cake, darling? Help me! Somebody help me. Let's change the subject, shall we? Oh. Yes, yeah, Dorit, this is a funny pot though. So I want to get it out of that. There's like a dish attached to it underneath. So it's like a hanging pot. But yeah, I want to sort that out so I can control it better. But what I do is I water it, I let the water drain out on my sink, and then I put it in the in the cash pot, the nice pot. Macaroni and cheese, yummy. Right, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I have now gotten into the groove with this crochet. Anja continues zigzag blanket. Anja crochets into the night. Yeah, I know, Alison. It's to help it sort of drain, but this one is this one is a really funny. It's an all-in-one situation kind of thing, and it's for it's got the things for hanging up, but I want to change it so it's a pot into another pot and then hanging up, like all my other plants. Oh my goodness. So yes, I am on a roll here now. So hopefully I'll be able to, once I get into bed, if I do a couple of more rows, that would be wonderful. But Anja will be crocheting more tomorrow. Anja will be editing tomorrow. Yes, Dirk has to get up really early tomorrow morning, so he's just going to go and turn his computer off and go to sleep. While I have to turn off all the lights here and sort my, crochet projects that I'm hiding here and there and there. Well, the plant can stay. Yes, Valeska, I do have a problem with the light. I don't get enough light into here, so I am trying to. This is why the lights do help. The filming lights do help. Yeah, Beck, do you knot your yarns together when you put? Yes, yeah. So look in the cake, can you see? Oh, these are two the same colors, but yeah, I just knot them together and I crochet over it and then I weave it in. Where is another example? Look, this is where I've just crocheted over it. So there is a knot there. Can you see it's made up of two colors? And then I've got the two colors here, and I will just sew them in. So I sew in this color into, of course, I think it's stone, into the stone bit, and this color into the apple bit. And this is how I like to do it. I don't use like, oh, my leaves are falling. I don't use like a magic knot or something like that, or a Russian knot, whatever they call it. I just tie it and weave it in. Because if those knots come apart, you have nothing to work with. At least if, I've still got this. I mean, this is the length of a stitch if I need it. But I've never had anything come undone. So this is the way to go. Yes, of course, it does mean, um, hang on, let me show you that there are, can you see the ends hanging out? There are ends hanging out. Look here and there. Look, can you see that? Um, and I'm going to have to sew those in. But even though I always tell you guys to sew in as you go, for myself, I always keep them until the end, and I do them in one go at the end. The reason why I do that is because, obviously, not for this one, that's not necessary for this one, but when I'm designing a project, for instance, a cow, and you decide to reverse crochet it 3/4 of the way in, you are pleased that you haven't sewn in the ends, because once you've sewn in the ends, you cannot undo it anymore. Well, I can't, because I go up and down and in and out and round and round when I'm weaving in. So for me personally, when I am designing, I do not sew in my ends until the end. When I'm crocheting for myself as well, I do it at the end, but I do recommend that you do them as you go. That was a whole long-winded explanation. Oh my goodness, Vinita, I do hope you're not going to be having to get up soon. Yes, Anushka, it's great to give little drawstring bags. They are such lovely presents. Plus, you could put a little present in them as well if you have a little soap or even a gift voucher, something like that. It makes such a lovely wrapping for your little gift, but also another gift, another actual gift. Yeah, Becky, this is it. You think sewing in ends, it's not crocheting, it's sewing in ends. But, there is a thing about it. I've got a video even on why you should spend your time sewing in your ends properly, because it is worth doing it properly. So, exactly, Kelly, as well. Yeah, I used to do that. Whenever I was doing a blanket in rows, I used to leave the ends hanging out and then do them sort of like 20 rows, and then sew them in, and then you crochet so many rows, and then you see those hanging out, and I've done all those, and then you'd sew them in, and then you continue. So you would see your progress with the amount of ends that were hanging out. So yeah, Mary Jo. Yeah, mostly as you go, mostly that's fine. Sometimes you just don't feel like it, and then you don't have to. Why should you? But then when you are nearly finished, you do them then. Doesn't matter as long as they get done. Fabulous, Roxy. That's wonderful that you were able to use the soap savers. Fabulous. I am so, yeah. I mean, it's really lovely to see how you, um all of you can use some of my ideas as presents, you know? A little drawstring bag, yes, it's an easy project. It's a lovely thing to make. You can make it in a couple of evenings or even one evening, you know? But to then use it as a little gift wrap, for a smaller gift or just as the gift. It's lovely. It's really, really lovely to be able to, make our own things like that. Where did my hook go? Always a problem. Did I put it down or did it? Yeah, I think I've got it. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Every few rows. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yes, progress, progress, progress. Right, everyone. Oh my goodness. I think we have made quite a few headlines. Anja drinks tea. Still bitter. I thought it was going to be better then. Oh my goodness. Right, everyone. So we are having another week of cord projects. So we've got the plant hanger and we have the laptop sleeve. Again, yes, the plant hanger is for a particular size, but then, I think quite a lot of pots will fit in there anyway. It's a good sized pot. I think it's 12 centimeters, so that should be okay. And then, of course, here we've got the laptop sleeve. So I give you instructions as well for if you have a different sized laptop, you can also make that. So just in case, maybe also for a present, if you have a student in the family who has a laptop, ask for their dimensions and make them a sleeve. They do have to carry their laptops around quite a bit, so, it can only help. Right, everyone, that's for this week. Remember, 15th of December is going to be a little cut-off date where we are no longer sending out parcels. After that, we're going to have a little break. Something went down the wrong end then. We're going to have a little break after. I'm going to have another drink. Honestly. We're going to have a little break towards the end of December. So next week there will be a live. And then we will see. Right, everyone. Claudia, I don't think. Have we made a sweatshirt in the video? Cardigan. I know what I'm making, but I can't tell you just yet. Right, everyone. Good night and good day if it's morning, good afternoon if it's afternoon, wherever you are watching. And I am looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. Excuse me.